how to recover from a bad week in sales. If you haven't gone through one already, let me just explain it to you. It's a week where your numbers are just terrible, okay? Way less than normal, subpar numbers, way below average, a bad week. If you haven't gone through one yet, newsflash, you're going to go through one eventually. I just went through a bad week myself, and it was rough. Like last week, the money that I earned versus the money that I normally make, way worse than normal. Like super bad. So what kind of helped me get out of that this week was kind of understanding why it was happening in the first place. And this is really hard to do. If you find yourself in the middle of a really rough week, you don't know what's going on. You're like, dude, this is a terrible week. I don't know how to fix this. What's going on? But trying to find out the core of why it's going on. So really think about it. Like, dude, my numbers have been terrible this week. What have I been doing that's differently this week than last week? Is there some like major life stuff going on? Have you been getting way less sleep? Little stuff like that you don't really think about will actually affect you, and you have to like keep it monitored. It will catch up to you, and then you're gonna be blindsided by having a bad week, and you're like, what's going on? Like, what am I doing wrong? That's like step number one, is to like getting past a bad week. Find out what the core of is going on. Like, look at your day to day, from the moment you wake up until the very end when you fall asleep. What did you do that prepared you for the day? What did you do that kind of diminished your preparation for the day? So in terms of examining myself and what was affecting me last week was self-doubt. And I started to just like doubt myself really for no reason. I just like started to tell myself like, dude, you're not good enough to do this job. Your numbers are terrible. You're going to not make enough money to support yourself and your family and your kids. And things are all going terribly. Like, all this stuff, like, I don't know where it even came from, but it just really started to like self-doubt and just like second guess myself for no reason. And then I kind of just like took a step back and I was like, what's going on? Why is this happening? And frankly, just kind of like sitting down with myself and just like saying, okay, like these thoughts are in my head. It's not true what these thoughts are like telling me. But these thoughts are in my head right now. How do I clean these thoughts out? And what I did was kind of just distract myself and like take myself out of that mindset by doing something that completely involved my mental space. So that's what was going on for me, is that I was just hardcore self-doubting and just like telling myself like, you're not good enough. You suck at your job. All these like negative things that frankly, I don't know where like these thoughts came from. I needed to clear up my head, and I wanted to completely take myself out of it. One of the best ways that I've found is something that everybody can do. On your phone, or say like, you know, something that you can get from the store, play a game that completely takes yourself out of whatever situation you're in. Or, you know, look at the news. Do something that 100% requires your full focus and attention. For me personally, I love playing chess. So I would just play a game of chess whenever I was like really down on myself, just, you know, feeling sorry for myself. And I just play a game of chess. And it just 100% required all of my focus. The number one piece of advice that I could give you to get out of a bad week is to do something that you don't normally do that requires your 100% focus and attention. You know, if you're having a terrible week, before you go into work, do as many push-ups as you physically can. As many as you can. If it's 3, congratulations. If it's 15, if it's 35, whatever. Do as many push-ups as you can. Or play a game of chess. Or play a game of Clash of Clans. Something that requires your 100% attention. It just completely takes you out of that kind of like situation that you're in. For the entire week last week, I was 100% focused on my job. Like, even when I came home, I was still thinking about my job in the back of my head. And I was kind of just like telling myself like, dude, you're not good enough to do this job. For no reason. I don't know where those thoughts frankly even came from, but I was just telling myself that. Personally, for me, what I did is I did as many push-ups as I could do. And then I played a couple games of chess before I went into work. And then I had one of the best days I've had like in the past couple of weeks. What I've found to work for myself and some of my coworkers is to completely take yourself out of whatever situation you're in by doing something physical or something mental. So like I mentioned earlier, if you want to play a game of chess, play a game of chess because you're going to have to be 100% focused on your game of chess. If you want to do as many push-ups as you physically can, do as many push-ups as you physically can. You're going to 100% take yourself out of whatever situation that you're in. And then as soon as you're done, just be like, okay, take a deep breath and then just refocus. And something as small as that will seriously help you out. And it sounds silly. It sounds like you're telling me that push-ups is going to help out how I'm going to do in my sales job. Yes, I'm saying that right now. If you're having a rough week, something as small as that can literally just take your mind off of it and then mentally reset yourself after you're done with it. So, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thank you so much. Goodbye. See you later. Let's go.